I was home for the All-Star break, and I was from Carver, and and I heard on the radio that they were doing, this talent search. And I said, well, I'm here for a few days. I might as well give it a shot.
Do you think you can deliver hot sports takes on a regular basis on the radio? Boston's Home for Sports is searching for a weekend co-host, and it could be you.
Yeah, it was unbelievable when we first heard about it because I was doing intermissions for the Worcester Sharks at a small radio station in Worcester and listening to 98.5 every day, and it was the first opportunity you had to try to get your foot in the door.
Do you have what it takes? Go to sportshubsearch.com and register now. We're holding public auditions soon at a bar near you.
So I went to the Charlie Horse in West Bridgewater, and I stood in line for 2 hours and waited as everybody read John Wallach's Sports Hub headlines from that morning.
And so there were 10 different locations that you could go to. I signed up for one in Framingham, and there were probably 250, 300 people when I walked in the door, and I was like, all right, well, no shot, this is gonna happen.
The search for our next weekend co-host is on.
The Aaron Hernandez saga continues today.
And it could be you.
John Rock, you got to start tonight in Detroit tonight.
Well, probably not that guy, but you get the idea. Go to sportshubsearch.com and listen to the auditions from our applicants who will end up with their dream job on 98.5 The Sports Hub.
And I got up there and I was terrified, because I'd been standing in line for 2 hours and I heard everybody going and I'm like, this is such a waste of time. What am I doing?
594, Matt McCarthy, Carver, Massachusetts.
Now, here's the 98.5 Sports Hub headlines.
The Red Sox edged the Mariners 8-7 in 10 innings as Boston took 3 of 4 in Seattle. Daniel Nava's RBI single was the difference. Reliever Stephen Wright pitched 5 2/3 scoreless innings in relief of Ryan Dempster, who gave up 7 runs.
And 2 weeks later, I got an email saying, hey, you're a semifinalist. Come on in for an interview.
A few weeks later, I got a call and was lucky enough to be one of the final 4.
So we each got 30 minutes at the beginning, and they didn't have the speaker system working. For whatever reason, there was a technical difficulty, so we had no concept as to how it was going. So Tim went second, and again, by that point, Hurricanes was getting really busy. I couldn't hear what they were saying at all.
I got a bunch of texts and everything like that coming off saying, hey, you did an awesome job. I think you got this in the bag. And Matt McCarthy went third, and we couldn't hear it because Hurricane O'Reilly's was slammed at the time. And I just got a bunch of texts from friends that were still listening, being like, no shot you're winning. This McCarthy kid is way better than you were. Sorry, thanks for coming out. And so then I'm with a bunch of buddies at the bar, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to have some shots and some drinks because I didn't win this thing. And then Hardy comes back on and says, all right, whoever wins, we're going to do the final 15 minutes. And I was like, oh, my God, I'm kind of banged up right now. So if I wound up winning this thing, I'm going to get fired before I even get this job if I wind up getting picked. But McCarthy ended up getting selected and kind of took off from there.
I mean, I will never forget how I felt when they announced my name, saying, Matt McCarthy from Carver, Mass. is the winner of the 98.5 The Sports Hub search. And the first thing I heard was the boos from Tim McKone's crew and posse. McKone showed up with, I don't know how many people. I think McKone showed up with all of Worcester. My dad just hugging me. It was a great, tremendous moment that I'll never forget. And I mean, it was a whirlwind. I don't remember really going on with Hardy after that, because I did.
98.5 The Sports Hub, we're Toucher and Rich. The Sports Hub was looking for a new weekend host. We had 1,700 people apply at cbsbostonsports.com. There were 10 audition nights, but only one man reigned supreme. His name is Matthew McCarthy. He's from Carver, Massachusetts. Congratulations, Matthew.
Very happy to be joining you guys today.
Yeah, you need to develop a character, some kind of shtick.
I'll get on it, yeah.
Yeah, that people know that who you are.
I've got this job. It's awesome. I started the Sports Hub. It's this great accomplishment, the best accomplishment of my professional life. 3 weeks later, I see Tim McKone in the studio. He gets the job too. So he didn't need to win the contest. He got the job as well. So there, my accomplishment out the window.
Matt is probably the guy that I hated most when I first started after he beat me in the competition, and he's been a really good friend ever since.
I'm Matt McCarthy on Boston's Home for Sports, 98.5 The Sports Hub. Your next update in just 20 minutes.